welcome to a conference matchup that would be compelling even if both sides were struggling. But today they come in ranked in the top 25. This is going to be fun. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Wolverines will kick this away to get us going. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. The Spartans offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
Gonna run it. It's Paul. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So here we go now. 3rd and inches on this opening drive. They try to sneak it for the first. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
I think the emotions were flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be this.
The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Breaking tackles. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense out there for their first possession. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Using his legs on the scramble. The senior calls his own number and picks up the first down.
Chris, how about the play of this quarterback? 3rd down and long. The defense you think is going to bring extra pressure. But not only is he able to get away from the pressure, how about his awareness on where he needs to go to pick up the first down? So big yards, great awareness, and a first down for this offense.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
He's running out of time here. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes a quick catch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
A play action, looking to throw. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal.
Come on, set. Razor. Roll it.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan! So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Look out, room to run here. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Looking to pass this time. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. Here's the 2nd down play. Hands off to the left. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Spartans will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. We'll see what he can do with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get
a deep shot to the right. It's caught. inside the 30 and still going. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
On the double.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
Easy.
Looking for a receiver. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Now here's the toss play. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
They'll give it to the running back. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Handing off on the draw play. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He dumps it off to the tight end. And the Spartans are going to keep this drive rolling. The offense going with the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already, and we're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro.
They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Press coverage now from the secondary. And looking to throw now on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44?
Let's go, let's go.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He's got room to run. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. And the Spartans starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Under pressure, just lets it go. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Over the middle, it's Gilliam. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Play action here on first down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
We get the second half started with a running play. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Fighting off the defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's second down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. And the Wolverines line it up with first and goal. Off the play fake on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offense. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Spartans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback still with the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. And the Spartans will have to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets the first and still running. Who's in the clear? Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. There was no catching him that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Quarterback operating an empty set. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. 1st and 10 now. Clock running. Final minute of the quarter.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the defense wraps him up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired.
Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Page. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. The back's got it on a pitch. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. On the read. Pitches to the back. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Pitch to the back. Now here he goes. Past the 20. Forced out of bounds, just short of. Oh. Good.
You're not predetermining what you want to do as a quarterback. He read the defense, made the right read, pitched it out to his back, and he got a big gain as a result.
Off the big play, they're pounding on the door here. First and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The receiver grabs it. Tackle made after a big gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. And the Spartans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Pointing toward the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Sparty.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Bringing it out. It's Hart. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field.
Ready, ready. Touchdown. Dino. Let's go.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. And looking to throw now on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. The offense with poor field position, backed up inside their own 10. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Back's got it again. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try.
Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to midfield. And the returner is brought down. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Grinding away on the ground. Finds room at the 30. At the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line.
Flag! Flag! Flag!
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Caught for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Now it's second down here.
Let's go! Let's go!
There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. They'll ride the back again here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. On first and 10, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Trick 9B. Ready to go.
He's looking to throw, looking for his back. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7.
Charcoal. Charcoal. Charcoal.
They're running with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
The Spartans line up on 1st and 10 now.
Charcoal.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.